Cancer Business Horoscope for September 2026. Welcome to Zodiac Balance. This is the business horoscope for Cancer for September 2026. This forecast is focused on work, money, business decisions, negotiations, documents, management, clients, colleagues, official contacts, travel, and practical timing. For Cancer, September is not a simple month of constant progress. It has useful openings, but it also has periods when emotions, family pressure, nervousness, impulsive reactions, and unrealistic expectations can interfere with business. The main business key for Cancer in September is simple: separate emotion from decision. Your intuition can help, but only if it is supported by facts, timing, and discipline. The strongest useful dates are September 7th, 8th, and the period from September 19th to September 21st. These dates can support important business questions, new ideas, leadership among colleagues, better workplace relations, financial operations, and capital investment. Cancer may receive more recognition during these windows, especially if a team, manager, or organization gives you additional responsibility. Use these dates for tasks that require confidence and visible contribution. If you need to present an idea, ask for support, organize a team, solve a work issue, or show that you can handle a higher level of responsibility, these are better windows. You may also receive praise, a bonus, a reward, or at least clear appreciation if you complete an assigned duty well. September 7th and 8th can be especially useful for practical work decisions, but they must be handled carefully because these dates also overlap with the sensitive period. From September 5th to September 8th, emotional instability, nervousness, anxiety, home problems, and difficult contacts may disturb business judgment. This means the opportunity is there, but the emotional field is not clean. Do not make a serious decision just because the pressure feels high. During September 5th to 8th, avoid major commitments if your mood is unstable. Do not let family tension, domestic problems, or personal sensitivity control a business conversation. If you receive unpleasant news, unclear information, rumors, or useless messages, do not react immediately. Verify the source. Check the details. Ask whether the information actually changes the plan or only creates noise. These dates are not ideal for asking for help, financial support, or official recognition. You may feel too dependent on the opinion of others, or you may keep your real position to yourself to avoid disagreement. That can create mistakes. If you need to communicate, keep the message short, factual, and written. Avoid gossip, long emotional conversations, and unnecessary visits that interrupt work. A second active but risky group of dates is September 2nd, 4, 9, 10, 22, 23, and 30. During these days, Cancer may feel more mobile, ambitious, competitive, and ready to act. This can be useful if you lacked courage before. If a task requires initiative, movement, quick response, or practical energy, these dates can help you start. But the risk is impulsiveness. The source warns about quick decisions, uncontrolled financial ambition, rivalry with management, co-workers, or partners, and the desire to prove superiority. For business, this means: do not let ambition become a fight. Do not pressure colleagues. Do not ignore the rights and interests of partners. Do not turn a discussion into a contest where you must win at any cost. If you need to use these active dates, use them for execution, not for emotional negotiation. Close a task, send a prepared message, finish a practical step, organize work, or handle something that requires energy. But avoid aggressive financial decisions, sharp confrontations, and risky promises. If you feel anger, impatience, or intolerance rising, postpone the conversation. There is also a safety warning around these active dates. Be careful with physical work, production, driving, equipment, tools, warehouses, or any business environment where a rushed action can create injury or damage. If you work under pressure, double-check the process. A slower step can protect money and reputation. After September 16th, the month brings another important warning: the beginning of a period of confusion, mistakes, and unrealistic perception. Cancer may be more vulnerable to self-deception, avoidance of responsibility, weak discipline, entertainment distractions, gambling, and unclear business direction. This does not mean that all work must stop, but it means that important decisions must be checked more strictly. After September 16th, Be careful with business trips, travel, major commitments, vague partnerships, and people who promise too much. The source warns that trips and business travel may not bring the desired result and can even be unsafe or useless. If a trip is necessary, confirm the purpose, cost, route, schedule, and expected outcome before going. A practical way to handle the month is to divide your calendar into 3 categories. First, mark the supportive dates for visible progress: presentations, meetings with management, client proposals, and tasks that can bring recognition. Second, mark the emotional dates for lower-risk work: inbox cleanup, preparation, checking numbers, and fixing small mistakes. Third, mark the confusing period after September 16th for verification. No vague partners, no unclear travel, no purchases without a reason, and no promises that depend only on mood. If you sell products or services, watch customer communication closely. On sensitive dates, a small misunderstanding can become a complaint, refund request, or unnecessary argument. Use written terms, clear delivery times, and simple pricing. If you are dealing with suppliers, ask for confirmation before sending money or promising delivery to your own clients. The month rewards Cancer when care becomes a system, not when care becomes emotional overextension. For employees, September requires balance. On the positive dates, show leadership and accept useful responsibility. If management gives you a task that can improve your position, handle it well and document the result. But during emotional or confusing periods, do not try to solve everything through personal loyalty or silent sacrifice. If expectations are unclear, ask for specifics. For entrepreneurs, September is a month to control cash flow and decision quality. The good windows can support profitable actions, investment, and business movement. But after September 16th, do not expand based on fantasy. Check demand, expenses, refunds, supplier reliability, delivery timing, and the real discipline needed to continue what you start. For negotiations, the best approach is simple. Prepare numbers before the meeting, define your minimum acceptable terms, and decide in advance what you will not agree to. Cancer can be sensitive to pressure, so preparation protects you from saying yes only to avoid discomfort. Your September strategy is clear. Use September 7th, 8th, and September 19th to 21st for important business issues, leadership, work progress, recognition, and possible financial opportunities. Be careful from September 5th to 8th with emotional decisions and unclear information. Use September 2nd for 9, 10, 22, 23, and 30 for controlled action, not conflict. After September 16th, verify everything twice and avoid vague promises, escapism, gambling, and poorly planned travel. Stay practical, stay calm, and keep every important decision documented throughout the entire business month. The business key for Cancer in September: do not let emotion run the calendar. Use the right dates, protect your focus, and turn sensitivity into careful judgment. If you want to know your business horoscope by your Chinese zodiac year, click the hint at the end of this video.